so please do help me wish a very warm welcome. We have Doug Haddon from ACV and Pamela Bishop from RunBuggy. They're with us now. Pamela Bishop, first time on ATI. Please say hello. Tell us a little bit more about you.
Well, hello. Thank you, Jay and Ty, for having me. And it's so great to meet you, Doug. I just love your energy. I've watched a lot of your tech talk, so it's really great to meet you
Thank you.
virtually. So I am the Senior Director of Operations for RunBuggy. I have been here for about 4.5 years. So I've been here since the very beginning of RunBuggy. So it's been very exciting. It's very tech forward, a disruptor in the industry, but what I love most about RunBuggy is how it connects people in this industry. I love how it connects the transporters, the shippers. It's a facilitation, right? We're not trying to get in the way. We're not trying to solve problems that don't need to be solved. We're trying to solve problems for people who need to solve their problems, who have a need, who, don't want to deal with the finance, they want the transporters to get paid, but maybe they don't have the time to get them paid quickly enough. We want to make sure they get paid because they're going to deliver better for the dealers, for the lenders, for the OEMs, for the auctions, right? And that's what makes this go round and round. So I love being a part of RunBuggy. I love the people that make it. I love the technology that is driving this industry. And that's a little bit about me. As Senior Director of Operations, I get to interact with everyone in the organization, and I really enjoy that. So that's a little bit about me.
All right, very passionate. That's awesome. That's what we're looking for. This is Passion Fridays on ATI on Cars on the Move.
Pamela, does RunBuggy have a carrier app that takes pictures?
Yes, we do have a carrier app that takes pictures. And
Tell us about that for just a second. Because I'm going to tie it into what Doug's saying, meaning will your carrier app have the ability to do what Doug's saying?
I think AI is huge for this industry, period, because I think we all want to protect our transporter partners, right? We want to make sure that when they pick up, we know what condition it was in when they picked up and what condition it was in when they dropped off. And so while I know there's a lot of app fatigue out there and, transporters get frustrated with having to take, 9 pictures per vehicle or 6 pictures per vehicle, minimum of 4, whatever it may be, depending on the customer, right? That's the bright side of technology, right? It's not all just, I need you to do more, but also I want to protect you more. And honestly, that's why we want them to use the app, right? Is because we want you to be protected. We want, if somebody comes about this, that we can easily look at that picture and be like, we're not even going to call you. We're just going to handle it and we're going to move on, So I think that there's a lot of goodness with AI, to Doug's point, right? I think there's a lot of, it's not all scary. Some of it is pretty neat and actually could save transporters time. And I think that's what we need a little more of, is how can we save them time? How can we continue to improve our already fantastic, smart technology that we have and help our transporter partners serve, the customers.
But the point being is, once that consumer says, "Okay, yeah, I'll sell my car to you, Mr. or Mrs. Dealer, for that much money," see, now there's a challenge for the transport because that's in the consumer's driveway. And I've never owned or driven a rig, but I've hung out with enough guys that do. My next door neighbors, I have a few trucks. I know they don't want to go to that neighborhood, right, to pick up that car with an 8-9 car hauler. So how's that work? What are we going to do when the dealers are going to start? Because it's going to be bigger and bigger and bigger, and you're going to start getting those requests on the boards for a 1-car pickup at a residential location. I mean, how's the industry going to handle that?
Well, I know at RunBuggy, we anticipated it. When COVID happened, we were way ahead of the game. I mean, we had been moving a lot of single VINs, so we built a lot of relationships nationwide with those transporters, right? And we prepped them, right? We're like, the way of the future is going to be consumer pickups. During COVID, they couldn't drop off at dealerships, right? We worked closely with, Toyota Financial Services, right? When they couldn't return their leases, we were picking up at homes, right? It's important to pivot quickly and figure out ways to work closely with the transporters, make sure that they stay in business, that they keep moving. Because when you find great transporters, and there are so many awesome ones out there, like you want to keep them busy and keep them moving. But it is getting creative and it is getting strategic, right? Because again, they're limited, are they buying the right hauler, right, for their business? A lot of them want to get their, the big stinger, but maybe they want to stay more in the 1 to 5 car. But one area that we really have excelled in is the consumer market.
But here's what I want to ask is, Pamela, are transporters picking up those consumer acquired vehicles out of the driveways, or is that happening more at a local level with either a flatbed or the dealer goes and gets it? I've actually wondered this.
Honestly, it's not a one-size-fits-all solution, right? Obviously, our goal is to go as close to the driveway as possible, but I think transparency and communication with whether it's a larger customer or we're talking to individual customer, right? Because we have large customers that we work with that want to deliver to their consumers. That's a service they want to provide, and we partner with them on what makes sense and what is reality. And if we see a location, right, that is not possible to get to, it's just communicating up front that, hey, we may need to meet you nearby where it's safe for you and for the transporter, right? So it's not a one size fits all. But we have been incredibly successful with it, both on our marketplace and then on RunBuggy One. RunBuggy One is where
RunBuggy One, what's that?
That was huge
breaking news.
Breaking news live. RunBuggy One. Live.
Yeah, okay, good.
Live.
Take it away.
Pamela Bishop live.
So a lot of our customers were like, and even transporters are like, well, how can I ship a car? Like, I don't want to set up an account. Granted, it's a free account, right? But I'm just going to move a car one time. Okay. I'm not planning on buying 5 cars or even 2 cars. I need to move 1 car. And so we said, we got you. We hear you. So we set up runbuggy1.com where you can jump on it quickly, get a quote, put in your notes. You literally place your order. You get to work directly with the RunBuggy team and directly with the transporter, right? We're not trying to get in the way. We want to connect you so that you have a great experience. Not a lot of people do. There aren't a lot of things we can control, but we can help control the experience that you have, even when things go wrong, right? And then you are charged once your car is delivered. So it's a really great option for somebody who just wants to deliver one time. So a lot of our dealers, our OEMs, our lenders, even our friends and family, like to use it. So we use it ourselves here at RunBuggy. So
we can tie into that announcement that you guys had last week. You guys made a deal with a private party sales company, didn't you?
Talk about that,
Private auto, it's so exciting. So so they are able, a lot of times if they're within state lines, they can meet up and they want to meet up, they want to do cars and coffee, they build great relationships. But what about when you need to cross state lines, right? So now with our partnership with RunBuggy One, we're going to be able to help them buy cars other places. Like maybe that dream car is just further than they're willing to travel. RunBuggy One can help them get that dream car to their door or a nearby safe location. That is agreed upon.
See, so look, it's like we're throwing out candy at the parade. Doug's got the spotlight with ACV, and Pamela's got RunBuggy, and
RunBuggy One.
America's Auto Auction's got guitars and cars.
Yeah. And the great thing is that even though Doug and he's at ACV, I'm at RunBuggy, but our tech can connect. I know it's coming.
We've been talking about that. Exactly.
They're like, at what point are we going to start connecting? But we're already connecting with our Hitch at RunBuggy, which is our transportation management system.
Talk about that. Yeah, talk about Hitch for a minute, please. Yeah, because we've heard of Hitch, but we'd love to know more about it.
Absolutely. So with Hitch, it's great because we get to build a solution for them. We're not trying to change how they do their business. We just want them to be able to manage their business. If they want to, connect with ACV, if they want to send it to central dispatch, if they want, whoever they're working with, right? We want to just provide a management system they can use. They can also send it out to our marketplace if they don't have the transporters onboarded to move it. So it's a really great solution, and it's helping us connect as an industry. It doesn't always have to be a competition. We can connect and we can synergize and we can work together to keep the transporters moving and keep cars delivering, because we got to keep it moving.
Right. Oh, great stuff.
Yeah. Really
where's everybody headed next, Doug?
Yeah. What's up next?
What's your next big move?
Probably going to be Used Car Week. Is probably the next biggie. There'll be a few
there November in Scottsdale. Yes.
It's going to be a good one.
Which is Pamela's neck in the woods. Right.
Pamela?
Well, we're going to be sending some people up to Canada to go visit with some of our customers up there. So we're pretty excited about that. That's going to be happening the end of the month. So we had some people up in Canada, not too long ago.
They have cars in Canada?
Yeah.
How do they get them to America?
Wow.
I'll RunBuggy and find out.
RunBuggy Autobuzz. What's Autobuzz since we're here? I've seen this lately. Autobuzz is on LinkedIn. Yep. It's a RunBuggy brief news segment.
Yeah, it's just, just bits of information about things that are going on, not just in the US, but in the world, right? It's always good to stay connected on things that are going on. We get pretty heads down. It's a crazy world that we all work in the automotive and transportation.
Right.
So it's good to make sure we stay worldly in our and up to date, right? So, they've got that Toyota's launching their hybrid version of the Land Cruiser. That's pretty exciting. Volkswagen is reportedly in talks with Leap Motor for a technology tie-up for its Jetta brand.
Look at this. She's doing Autobuzz live on ATI. It's ATI.
Don't be scared. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you guys so much. Have a great Friday. We really appreciate you.
We'll see you soon, Doug.
Good
Take care,
time.
guys.
All right. We'll see you at the next one.